Van Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on another team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Florida Gators offense will take the field first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Handoff from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Wilson. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Escapes the sack.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is...
There he goes! Tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Handoff from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Lagway. It's complete to the left. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. He'll pull it down and run. Turning it on! They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Sturdivant. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground. Don't allow any of those big plays after the catch.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Takes the handoff. It's ball. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And how about this defense? Not getting frustrated. They've given up a bunch of yards. You're down in your scoring area, but nice job bowing your neck on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down, not getting frustrated. Good job focusing by this defense.
Trying to keep this drive alive. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
Now, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
From the gun. And he makes the catch. The 2-point conversion is good.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Evans. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure It's Reese. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Looking to throw, it's Shapen. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to take off. Oh, he's got some space. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Lagway. They're working that left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
And a big deflection on third down forces a fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Absolutely perfect. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to... They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge, the freak. It was a nightmare, so hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
Makes a connection. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Here's the pressure. Moving out of the pocket. Past the 40. On the move is the 30. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Bulldogs headed quickly to the line.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. He was working, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll cut this lead down to 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42. And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Shapen. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Gonna run it. It's Daniels. Nice move to keep running. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Quarterback on the keeper. Makes it past the marker. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Good timing on the quick out. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. With the run on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Makes the grab. He's trying to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now have got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board, David.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
That's reeled in. It's Glover. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a 1st down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
To throw, it's Shapen. He's got his man. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Makes the grab on the shuffle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Evans. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He gets it away from his own end zone. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gators, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Going for it all. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
On third down, going up top. Got some room into the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The Gators have this offense rolling. keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? With these last 2 plays, they've just taken this drive and thrown. Touchdown, Gator! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
He's looking to throw. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Back to pass, it's Shapen. Got a man, it's Booth. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Mississippi State going up tempo. Lost the fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab, it's Booth. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This crowd on head, trying to make sure the Gators back down on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. Across the 25, he's got room. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. Send the tight end in motion. The give on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Dropping back, it's Shapen. Looking to buy time. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Georgia Southern is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Georgia State. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
They had a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard. They picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Clark. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Powers through the defender. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the Gators have their offense in high gear. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They'll run it from the gun. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Caught over the middle, it's Jackson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Gators line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Here's a heat. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Nestles it in at the 35. He gets a block. Can they catch him? The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a crease to the left. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. And the Gators lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Got enough space. Touchdown, Florida. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking on big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Trying play action. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Bulldogs want to move quickly. From the gun, running back on the move. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long. To the air, it's Shapen. Here comes the heat. And the misconnection on third down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Caught behind the line. It's Wilson. Offense gets set for second down. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
The Gators are stopped, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Running into the open space. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Open space at the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on fourth down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. Now the pitch. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air. It's Lagway. Makes the grab on the left. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It is good! So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big way.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Mosley. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
And that throw was a bullet by the quarterback on that curl route in zone coverage. And how about the anticipation? He gets rid of this pass before his receiver is even turned around. I love it.
Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the 1st down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the 1st down.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Reese. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw, it's Shapen. Oh, they're after him. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Gotta have it here on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And the quarterback takes a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling the close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.